welcome to Chapter 4 of the History of the Missouri Feral Hog. (2005 to 2009) History of the Wild Hogs in Missouri. Feral hogs are present on Mark Twain National Forest lands. Hikers reported seeing feral hog sign within Bell Mountain Wilderness in the winter of 2005. The Forest Service, in cooperation with APHIS, which is part of USDA, and MDC, is making a concerted effort to eliminate feral hogs. Mark Twain National Forest officials' stance is that three of the ways feral hogs come to exist in Missouri are accidental escapes from licensed shooting preserves that offer hog hunts, escapes from on-ground hog operations, and people's pets, potbelly pigs. Accidental escapes from licensed shooting preserves that offer hog hunts. The Missouri Department of Conservation is the agency that oversees these permits and regulation licensed shooting preserves and fencing requirements. Missouri bow hunters in 2005 survey viewed 41 wild hogs in 6 counties. 2006, Missouri bow hunters viewed 49 wild hogs in 8 counties. There's no way that hunting alone was going to be able to keep up with the population growth. Professor at the Extension Wildlife and Fisheries Specialist, Texas A&M Ag Life Extension Service, one of the many tools is hunting that can kill 24% of the population. Hunting only and trapping only cannot keep up with population growth. 2007, the Governor's Blunt formed the Feral Hog Task Force, which would make the second one by history. The Missouri bow hunters in 2007 viewed 30 wild hogs in 6 counties. In 2007, a report came out that 13 years ago, around 1994, Mingo Wildlife Refuge, people were being chased by hogs. A hunter shot and killed a hog weeks later, and it was around 400 pounds. Missouri was a home to 5,000 to 10,000 feral hogs per the Missouri Department of Conservation official. Hunting, for the most part, has held their numbers in check for the last few decades. They are so prolific that hunters are just not getting the job done. In 2007, the MDC official said they would use live traps, arrow gunning from helicopters, tracking dogs, shooting over bait, Judas pigs to kill hogs. Judas pigs are wild hogs caught, fitted with tracking devices before being released, and the department hoped to reunite with herds. Hunters would then know where to find the hogs. They also said multiple prong approach to reduce hog numbers. Sharpshooting from helicopters, for instance, might not work in heavy woods. At the peak of the park's population, the number was around 750 on Lake Wapapella. 2 years ago, park officials, so 2007, that'd be 2005, they started trapping hogs with the help of the U.S. Agricultural Department. They estimated that the population was down 60 to 75%. Trapping worked so well, they said no longer favors using sport hunting to control the feral hog numbers. Also, reservations about hunting hogs. He said the state has caught some hunters and trappers releasing domestic pigs into the wild so they could be shot in different areas of the state. That's one way to explain the isolated hog populations. For the most part, established wild hog populations are located in southern Missouri, through officials increasingly spotting in central Missouri and some in the northern counties. They also said if the population would grow and get where the continuous these populations down south, that disease of feral swine would increase. It may take a long time to develop, but unless we really get serious about eliminating the population we have now, We are likely to end up in the same state Texas in 20 years from now. That was in 2007.
Governor Blunt formed the Feral Hog Task Force, made up of conservation and agricultural organizations and agencies. They were tasked to develop a plan to eradicate feral hogs. The report was completed in 2008, and we've been in the process of implementing that plan since, with a revision of the plan in 2016.
2008 was a historical year for wild hogs in Missouri. It was the first time any newspaper had ever mentioned how many hogs were in the state of Missouri, which it says in there 10,000, which that was November 10th of 2008. Missouri bow hunters that same year saw 11 hogs in 6 counties. So the estimated population by the MDC was 10,000. Also a big year because it was the first time any numbers were recorded and put out to the public of hogs killed by the MDC. So hogs killed by the MDC was 500. The actual percentage of hogs is 5%. It requires 70% to be killed to keep the population stable, which means 10,000. Easy numbers, it requires 7,000 hogs to be killed that year.
Basically 25 years of us trying to trap.
For 20 years, and this is really to the point that you both have brought up, partners, we have tried trapping.
5 years of trapping. Basically 25 years of us trying to trap.
For 20 years, and this is really to the point that you both have brought up, partners, we have tried trapping.
5 years of trapping.
In 2009, Missouri bow hunters reported 29 wild hogs in 5 counties. And also in 2009, using the estimated population of 10,000, hogs killed by the Missouri Department of Conservation, 600, the actual percentage of hogs killed would be 6%. Again, 70% required to be killed to keep the population stable.
Fishing at Clearwater Lake again. Look at the size of that hog. I don't think the Corps is doing a very good job over here. God, that thing's giant.